No way. Oh, is that a Cyberman?
Yep, so here we are. It's our first introduction to the Cybermen.
Sorry. I'm so
Oh,
excited. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. They're scary, aren't they?
well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul, and as always, I'm joined by my co-presenter,
Thomas.
who is clearly having some kind of seizure. Uh, how come you can sit
Scott.
normally for like the entire time before we start this, and then 3 seconds in, that happens?
It's a mystery.
Dear me. We are about to jump into the second story of season 4 of Doctor Who as part of our watch through of all things Who. We're about to jump into the 10th planet. We've got a 4-parter here. And everything apart from the final episode exists. But the final episode has been animated, so that's a bonus for us. Yeah, as always, give us a like and a subscribe. I'm doing this in the wrong order, really, aren't I? Give us a like and a subscribe, and share the channel around with people who you think might be interested. We like to have more people on board. Do chuck your thoughts down in the comments about what you think of the stories, and anything you've got to kind of any trivia and things like that is always good. Yeah, a bit of info on the story. It was broadcast the 8th to the 29th of October, 1966. It was written by Kit Pedler and directed by Derek Martinus. Yeah, and I mean, I guess we'll see, as we get into it, really, what it's all about. I've seen it before. Thomas, you've never seen it.
I'm trying to remember what happened in the 9th planet.
Very good.
Jupiter. Venus.
The moon.
What was he doing on that keyboard?
A little interesting sort of font effect there.
It's quite War Machines-esque, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I think they got Kit Pedler in as someone with a bit more, well, with some scientific knowledge. I don't know how much of a scientist he really was, but I think they were trying to come up with some more science-based ideas. But
Kit Pedler, he invented the flat pack bicycle, didn't he?
oh dear, I knew something coming. Like,
oh, look at those computers, aren't they great? I spent almost all of Saturday trying to get an online game that I used to play as a kid downloaded onto my laptop, and I had to partition part of my hard drive to allow me to run Windows on my MacBook.
oh yeah.
And I finally opened it, and it was my childhood came flooding back. Snow Fight 3D. It was one of the first ever 3D online games.
Are you receiving it?
Beautiful.
Dear me.
We might react to that at some point.
Yeah, maybe so. Saying that, I've watched a video recently, not all of it, just bits of it. It was the entire Nevermind album by Nirvana, but done using only sounds from Super Mario 64.
That was a bit saucy, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit racy for tea time.
Is that the raciest thing that's happened in Doctor Who so far?
Yeah, so we've had racy things and racist things, but they're very different, both of them.
So they're in an underground sort of base.
Looks like it. Looks like they're under the snow there.
Oh, nice. I love how you can just see all the flecks flying from the
left.
The left. It's like it was all coming from a source. Someone, well, it probably was, wasn't it? Someone with. It's like those machines that on the back of wood chipping lorries that spits it all out into the back.
Yeah. It's that line across the TARDIS, like that diagonal.
Oh yeah. What is that? Oh wait, it's not on the TARDIS.
Oh, there we go.
That is quite effective snow, though, actually. It doesn't look like it's snowing.
Well, they actually filmed at the North Pole.
Really?
No.
That must have been expensive.
So you mean we are on Earth? Well, you were at the South Pole.
Oh boy, Tito, get the CO.
Oh, you were completely out.
Get him!
South Pole.
Sarah
You said
Paul.
it was
Yeah.
literally as far away. Yeah.
It's interesting that in the future they always think there's going to be like this mishmash of different nationalities working together.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Again, it's that idealized future.
1986? Oh no, and I thought we'd be
1986.
We're still at sea.
So it's crazy that really, like 20 years in the future for them.
That is insane, isn't it?
What if I got the moon yet?
Sure, don't you listen to the news? You mean you
The year I was born.
Yeah, an expedition just returned.
Yeah.
What's this flight then? Oh, this is
So, Paul, are they getting anything right so far?
Hey, what's that?
Well, it was very much like this from what I remember.
Paul was actually born in Antarctica.
Well, these guys are in some kind of spaceship, aren't they? Some kind of rocket.
Yeah, it was an optimistic view of the 80s, wasn't it?
Just slightly.
Can't see properly what it reads, as if it was an orbit between Mars and Venus.
Yeah, that's it. Somehow I can't put my finger on it, but it looks
So it's a 10th planet in our solar system.
ready.
Okay, go. Again.
I make that. I do that when I've had like a really bad curry.
It was the slow lean forward that just made it perfect. Slightly out of sync.
Come and have a look at these land masses.
Land masses? I don't see. See what you mean.
Now, doesn't that remind you of anything?
It was spinning very fast.
Yeah, looks like it somehow.
If Earth was spinning that fast, everyone would get thrown off.
That is Malaysia.
A twin planet. This is game-changing stuff.
Looking terribly worried.
It's a good concept.
Well, who do you think's bringing him? Father Christmas on his sledge?
Oh, quiet, boy, quiet.
ISC Geneva? Put me through to the General Secretary.
I feel like Ben isn't taking it very seriously.
No.
May I ask who that was?
Do you understand the gravity of the situation you're in, Ben? No pun intended. I mean, that is stunning, isn't it?
They've had a go. That's the little TARDIS down on the right, yeah?
Yeah, and the mist kind of effect going on. Or is it? It's snow that's accumulated, isn't it, I guess, but
this is good, isn't it? Like we said earlier, like there is a good set.
it is.
We do like a good set.
On your marks. I do think frostbite must be one of the most horrible things to experience. Imagine, like, going to scratch your nose and your finger just snaps off.
Didn't Ranulph Fiennes basically say that when he got back from like his expeditions, his toe fell off in the bath,
Oh, really?
and he just popped it on the side of the bath and forgot about it.
Okay, Joe, they should do it.
And then his wife found it.
You could say it was a footnote. So
So we've
that
just
doesn't even make sense.
Come on, mate. Toe the line.
What's going on?
Nailed it. No way. Oh, is that a Cyberman?
Yep, so here we are. It's our first introduction to the Cybermen.
Sorry. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. They're scary, aren't they?
That's a good look. I love that shot. That's such a good finish there with the hand, the human hand.
The old design is terrifying. I remember when I saw the Capaldi episode that brought them back, I was like, we were all saying at the time, yeah, the old Cybermen were really scary.
We've got different sound effects here.
Yeah, I thought that was my computer playing up. Is that actually what's coming out of? It's like cyber noise.
And we've got the computer effects across, like the font effect for all of the titles here, haven't we? And it's not scrolling. When did it scroll? Did it stop scrolling? Before it's always scrolled, hasn't it?
So completely different.
Very different.
They're really pushing the boat out. So I got very excited there. It's just our first Cyberman.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think about that episode?
Yeah. I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around it. Well, I say still, I mean, we've only just finished it, so I've started to wrap my head around it. But yeah, like it's kind of duplicate Earth. That still hasn't really been explained, has it? That's kind of a thing they teed up. And then the Cybermen appeared at the end. They were on the real Earth, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the fact that their first appearance is in kind of Arctic conditions. They just look very imposing, kind of coming out of the snow.
Yeah, the blizzard.
Yeah. And again, yeah, just the design. Like it, I remember seeing one of them at the Doctor Who experience in Cardiff, like one of the helmets, and it is kind of like a sock, isn't it? A big sock with some eye holes.
Yeah,
but it's great. Love it.
Yeah, I really like the design. I think the fact that they're supposed to be they are sort of the earlier Cybermen. So actually, we'll find out more as we go on. But you know, there's much more of a body horror element to them because they look so much more humanoid in some ways. I particularly like the human hand, which is very striking. So yeah, for me, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I think the rest of the episode is largely build up, isn't it? And not a huge amount. Well, I mean, I guess it does cover a lot of ground. I was going to say not a lot happens. I was going to say, I suppose what's more accurate is, at least to my mind, it's not hugely interesting, the rest of the episode, even though there's lots of ideas in there. It's mostly just them in this base. But obviously the reveal at the end with the Cybermen, or for us it's a reveal, for the people at the time it would have been a brand new thing. That's kind of the big thing in the episode for me. I think my favourite part is the Cybermen appearing at the end, and particularly that final shot where it's looking directly into the camera. That's just really good. So yeah,
it's good stuff. Jinx. Yeah. It's all just good stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, shall we wrap that one and jump into episode 2?
Let's.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, guys. Let us know what you thought of that story, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.